Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Little different video today, just a quick tutorial of how the different cruise control options work in the Cerato GT. Now most people just went, I know how the cruise control works. Yes, you probably do. However, there are a couple of kind of secret hidden tips and tricks that you may not know about. For example, did you know there's 2 different cruise controls and a speed limiter? Well, let's get into it. So different types of cruise control. So if we push the mode button once, we will get cruise. This will default to the what's called adaptive cruise control or the smart cruise control, where the car will speed up and slow down as the car in front of you speeds up and slows down. However, if you push and hold that button there, the distance button, you'll see a message pop up on the screen. And you'll see it says cruise control. Now, it still says cruise on the screen, but we're now in regular cruise control. The old traditional, set it at a speed and the car will not speed up or slow down. It'll just stay at that speed until you do something, step on the brake, turn it off, etc. To get it back into the smart cruise control, push and hold that button and we get back to SCC smart cruise control. Now, the other option we have, if we push mode one more time, we now see it says limit, and I will explain what that does in a couple minutes on the road. Another cool feature that some people don't know about is how to get it back into automated shifting mode. So right now I'm in 3rd gear. I'm in manual mode because I've put the car in sport mode and I've pulled the paddle. So the only time the car will really shift is if I get to the red line or if I come to a stop, and then it will shift by itself. Otherwise, it's kind of up to me. Let's say for some reason I don't want to do that anymore and I don't want to reach down to the transmission to put it back into drive. If I simply hold down the right paddle for a couple of seconds, you'll see what happens on the dash. It now goes back to S3. So now it's back into automated shifting mode. I'm still in sport mode, but the car is now going to shift itself again without me having to make any inputs. So it's going to go to 3rd by itself, and then it's going to go to 4th by itself. And again, if I don't want to be in that mode, I just simply pull a paddle. It's now in manual mode. It will stay in that mode. But if I want to go back to automated mode, again, pull and hold the paddle and it will change itself in a couple of seconds. Limit mode. Why would I ever want to use this and limit my speed? Well, let's say I'm in a school zone, so it's 40, so I can set the limit at 40, and now I can step on the throttle as much as I want, as long as I don't floor it, and the car will stay at that speed limiter that I've set. So throttle going up, throttle going down, speed doesn't change. And then when I get out of the school zone, I can either floor the throttle or I can just push cancel on the steering wheel, and then that limiter is disengaged. So it's a good idea if you ever want to make sure you're not speeding, you can just set that limiter to whatever speed you want and then don't worry about it. Now, the other nice thing about the smart cruise control is once you set it, I can change the distance of how far back I want to sit from that car. So right now there's a car with 1 orange dot. If I push that button, that changes to 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then it cycles back. So you can set it to whatever distance you feel comfortable. There are measurements in the owner's manual as to how far those distances are, but once you find a comfortable one, you can then adjust how far behind the car you want to be, whether they brake or speed up, and the car will just follow it.